Hello and welcome to this third talk about discrimination and unlawful acts under the Equality Act 2010. In this talk I'll be dealing with discrimination arising from disability. My name is Declan O'Dempsey and I've prepared these talks in conjunction with my colleague Catherine Casserly. Both of us are from Cloisters Chambers. Section 15 deals with discrimination arising from disability. And it occurs where the respondent treats the claimant, who is a person with a disability, unfavourably. The treatment must be because of something arising in consequence of the claimant's disability, and the respondent must be unable to show that the treatment is a proportionate means of achieving a legitimate aim, unless the employer doesn't know and could not reasonably be expected to know that the person has a disability. So when does something arise from something else? The consequences of a disability include anything which is the result, effect or outcome of the person's disability. And so it depends on the individual effect upon the claimant themselves of their disability. So an example of this would be an inability to walk unaided, or an inability to use certain work equipment. And it ranges from there, which may be fairly obvious and visible, to the need for the worker to follow a restricted diet, which may be less easy to detect. The respondent has to show, so the burden's on the respondent, that they didn't know that the claimant had the disability and that they could not reasonably have been expected to know about it. The Employment Code at 5.14 says that the respondent should consider whether a worker has a disability, even where one hasn't been formally disclosed. So, for example, not all workers who meet the definition of disability may think of themselves in that way. And the code says that the employer must do all they reasonably can be expected to do to find out whether a worker has a disability. Now, there are certain restrictions on questions that can be asked in job interviews under Section 60. Just be mindful that they may apply and they may create presumptions which the employer will have to rebut